Still ticking for the deadline to file your taxes. Of course, it's April 18th this year. Remember, those returns have to be in before 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, unless you file for an extension. Reporter Katie Boer live in the newsroom. So, Katie, as the deadline inches closer, tax preparers are warning you of some pitfalls that you may want to avoid, just looking ahead to next year, right?
Absolutely, Dave. And here you can see the countdown, just over a day and a little over 6 hours away. And today we talked to tax consultants who were very busy today helping last-minute filers. Of course, we found out today some of the pitfalls, the problems that you might be able to be proactive and avoid just in time for next year. Whether you're one of the nearly 2.2 million people that live in Las Vegas or one of the more than 153 million Americans expected to file their taxes, as of Friday, nearly 40 million Americans were still waiting until the last minute.
You know, they do, because they don't have all their documents, and they're stressed out, they owe money, and it's, it's stressful.
But tax consultant and enrolled agent Al Wagner says it pays to be proactive.
So even people that come in February, March, we take a look and say, okay, what can you do different for 17 that's not only going to lower your tax liability, but maybe you won't owe next year? What can you do to increase your net worth and still lower your taxes?
He recommends using an accountant or enrolled agent. They'll catch extra ways to save, like double-checking your withholding for your effective tax rate, if you have income with no tax being withheld, or just planning ahead for 2017 by contributing to your 401k and receiving a payroll deduction on next year's taxes. And if you like to hear the slots sing, don't gamble on your winnings.
Don't lose your W-2G.
Whether you're a resident or a visitor, Wagner says if you cash in more than $1,200, a casino will give you one of these W-2G forms you're required to file for your winnings. The good news?
You can write off your losses up to the extent that you want. So, yeah, so if you won 10,000 and then you're like, well, I lost 12, well, I can write off 10.
That's right. You can actually write off your losses up to your winnings, and it's actually pretty easy to do if you are a player here in Las Vegas. You can use these rewards or player cards. All you have to do is go up to the cashier and ask them for your win-loss spreadsheet. Not too difficult. So either way, if you don't claim those big jackpots, though, you should know casinos do report winnings to the IRS. So if you don't claim it, you will likely still get a bill from the IRS just a little bit later. Now, of course,